What's going on, guys? Bengal King here, coming back at you with another video today. We'll be rebuilding the Washington Redskins. Now, I'm going to let you guys know my potential bias, if there would be one, is I am a Giants fan. I don't like the Redskins, but that all is swept aside for this, as usual. Many longtime subscribers know. If you guys are new, I would appreciate that subscribe button. And if you're looking to save yourself $20 on any type of ticket for anything, make sure to use code BENGAL on SeatGeek, and it's a $20 discount every time. So it's a beautiful thing. And with the Redskins, I don't think this team needs a whole lot of changes. It's just progressing these players because they have their quarterback of the future with Dwayne Haskins. Their receiving core is definitely on the up and up. Of course, Scary Terry out of Ohio State, Terry McLaurin, pairing back up with Dwayne Haskins. And they also got Kelvin Harmon in the 6th round. But enough of that. We'll get into the roster in just a moment. Taking a look at the roster, we have a lot of young talent. Now, I'm going to let you know, first of all, I love my boy Colt McCoy, hook 'em horns. But it's not his time. It isn't Case Keenum's time either. We got to represent Houston, the Coug. It's going to be Dwayne Haskins starting right away. And there are some old players on this team. Adrian Peterson is my favorite player of all time. And for those of you that know a thing or two about where players went to school, you're like, Oklahoma, Adrian Peterson? You just said you're a Texas fan. It's a story for another time. Go watch my Q&A from a couple months ago. It isn't that far back. But I'm not going to start Adrian Peterson. I'm not going to start Chris Thompson either. I'm probably going to start Darius Geis. Now, Darius Geis and I used to be boys, right? I'm not even joking. Like, we played Fortnite together back when he was trying to get his Twitch going. And we had a small falling out when I made a joke about the Citadel being better than LSU. And he's like, he didn't like that. So we are not pals anymore, unfortunately, but he should be pretty good in this rebuild. Paul Richardson, I don't play Fortnite anymore, by the way. You didn't need to know that, but I don't know. I thought it'd be a fun anecdote. Trey Quinn in here. How old is Paul Richardson? 27, 28? 27 years old. I mean, he looks pretty good. He won't even regress for this next season. We should be able to rock with him. Josh Doctson is such a big disappointment. A lot of Big 12 players on this team, honestly, with Adrian Peterson and Colt McCoy and Josh Doctson from TCU and probably more. None come to mind at the moment. Oh my God, Eric Flowers is here. Totally forgot about that. Well, we're gonna kick off this rebuild with a bang. Bye, Eric. See you never. Definitely gonna start Morgan Moses over Donald Penn. Donald Penn is 37, 36. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to trade him if I can. Try to trade Vernon Davis, who's super old. Jordan Reed should be still good for us. I know there's a lot of speculation about Trent Williams and potentially not being on the team, being traded, but I'm the new GM. I'm the new head coach. We're going to keep him around. He's a 95 overall tackle. He's not going anywhere. Chase Roulier at center. Of course, they drafted Ross Pierschbacher. The offensive line's not terrible. A lot of room to grow, though, for sure. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we're missing some guys. Where is my boy? We're not boys, but Reuben Foster is going to start. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Sean Dion Hamilton, as this team is literally all SEC for the most part. Mostly Alabama. Reuben Foster, Alabama. Sean Dion Hamilton, Alabama. Landon Collins, Alabama. Jonathan Allen, Alabama. Daron Payne, Alabama. Ryan Anderson, Alabama. I'm sure there are more. DeShazer Everett went to A&M, so that's an SEC school. Quentin Dunbar went to Florida and played wide receiver there. That's an SEC school. Caleb Brantley went to Florida. SEC school, obviously. Montez Sweat went to Mississippi State. And what a steal in the draft, by the way. That's an SEC school. And the rest don't appear to be. Kerrigan is not. Monte Nicholson went to Michigan State. Troy Apke went to Penn State. Fabian Moreau, I believe, is UCLA. Norman is Coastal Carolina. And then DRC. I don't actually remember where like Middle Tennessee State, maybe? Something in that range? Tennessee State. Alright, well, I was close. Where did Kerrigan go? I actually forget. Purdue. Alright, another Big Ten boy. But yeah, basically, this entire team is Alabama. John Bostic is where? Florida, another SEC boy. And then Marcus Smith, bust for the Eagles, is, of course, Louisville. But it's a decent team. A lot of old players, a lot of young players, not a whole lot in between. Let's go ahead and make some trades. Also, I didn't even talk about Matt Ioannidis, but he is not either. So, Interesting first trade. We're going to beef up the offensive line. Josh Norman, Vernon Davis. Josh Norman is garbage, by the way. 84 overall. I got to have a talk with Swami and Dustin from the ratings team at EA. He's bad. He let up, I think, a league-leading 8 touchdowns last year. Pretty awful. But we do get Rodney Hudson. Vernon Davis also a non-factor on this team. Used to love Vernon Davis. He was such a beast for the 49ers. But Rodney Hudson, who has superstar development, by the way. I know he's 30. He's going to regress, but he's going to be a starting center and good for a long time. And then Roulier can move out to left guard. I think it's going to be a good spot for him. He's a 75 overall. He's young. Again, a lot of room to develop. So definitely going to move him there. And I just realized, does he have the senior developer for Madden, does he have a Clint Oldenburg as a face scan? Looks a bit like Clint. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know or care who I'm talking about. But oh, Alex Smith. That's right. We're going to trade him. So a lot of guys on the move. All right, Alex Smith, DRC to the Giants for a first-round pick. Of course, DRC, I'm sure, going to be happy to be a Giant again after he got cut. But definitely want more picks. I think that's a good way to build the team usually. Ryan Kerrigan is a name I probably should trade. I'm not going to. I just feel like holding on. I know he's there's a spider on my wall. All right. I'm going to take care of that. All right, Donald Penn and Case Keenum to Miami for a second-round pick. We didn't have a second-round pick. I don't know where that could have gone. Redskins could have made a trade previously that I do not remember. So, almost traded Adrian Peterson twice, but I just cannot bear to get rid of my favorite player ever. So, we're definitely going to be holding on to him. He's not going to be getting a ton of play time. We're going to move the whole order around again. We don't have a backup quarterback now. I don't know what happened to Colt McCoy. He's just not popping up. So I'm just going to reorder the whole thing. There he is. So this is the team for season number 1. Dwayne Haskins at QB. We got Paul Richardson, Josh Doctson, Scary Terry at the 3 and in the slot. This is the defense. Hopefully they play up to their potential. I'm not sure that this is a playoff team season 1. Eagles should be pretty tough in the NFC East. Cowboys obviously as well. We'll have to see how that goes. And I'll update you guys at the midseason mark. We are 4-3-1 at the midseason mark after a 44-3 victory over the Minnesota Vikings. And the Giants are 5-3. Okay. Cowboys 5-2. Eagles struggling at 3-4-1. I guess that's our one tie, if I had to guess. So we got some pretty big free agents. Rodney Hudson, Brandon Scherf. 2 huge pieces on the offensive line. Chris Thompson as well. Josh Doctson, who I'm honestly content to let Josh Doctson walk. Just not really developing all that well. We'll take a look at him at the end of the season. I think Chris Thompson should probably stick around. Wants a bit more money than I would like, but I guess I would give him this if he accepts he's back. All right, he does, obviously. That's redundant a little bit. Brandon Scherf wants big money, but he's one of the best guards in football, so probably going to have to give it over to him. All right, we just spent big money on the offensive line, but Scherf, Hudson are back. Chris Thompson, of course, as well. And I'm going to worry about Josh Doctson at the end of the season, as I mentioned previously. We actually did end up making the playoffs. 9-6-1 in season 1. Cowboys won the division at 10-5-1. Eagles tied twice. Check out some of the stats, see how we did. Dwayne Haskins, decent first season, if you'd have to say. 10th offense and 7th defense. No wonder we made the playoffs. Dwayne Haskins, good year. Only 7 picks as well. That's a very good season. Rushing, Darius Geis was solid as well. Adrian Peterson even got some carries. Had a good year, 4 touchdowns, but Geis stole the show with 12 TDs. Receiving, Doctson, 85 catches, 900 yards, 4 touchdowns, 7 TDs, and 800-plus yards for Scary Terry. Blocking, let's see here. 14 sacks allowed for Morgan Moses. Probably going to look to upgrade at right tackle. Fabian Moreau led our team in tackles, but everyone was fairly close. Ioannidis, 23 tackles for loss. 8 sacks from Ryan Kerrigan led the team. Matt Ioannidis had 6. Jonathan Allen with 3. Jerron Payne also with 3. 4 picks for Fabian Moreau. 3 for Reuben Foster. 3 for Quentin Dunbar. This defense is playing, man, and they're not even that good yet. 3 forced fumbles for Landon Collins and a touchdown for him. It was the only defensive touchdown on the team. When I say they're not that good yet, we're going to make this team a lot better. As Matt Ryan of the 8-8 Falcons wins MVP. No Redskins. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Matt Ryan. No one from us. Defensive Player of the Year, Alec Ogletree. Give me a break. No, he's not. I'm not even going to bother with that. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Dwayne Haskins. Love to see that. No Terry McLaurin in here? Oh, he's number 3. I'm blind. Defensive Rookie of the Year, DeAndre Baker. I'll take that all day. But Montez Sweat at 5. and no other Washington players. So this is the upgraded team for the playoffs. You know, looking slightly better. Montez Sweat is up to a 78, as is Dwayne Haskins, coming along very, very nicely. That star development is very nice. Of course, that's what they both had. 80 overall for the team. See if we can beat the Packers in the wild card and advance to the divisional. We do. Okay, 42-24. As we now take on the Saints at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Going to be pretty tough to win there, but we'll see if the team can get it done. And they cannot. We lost 38-7. Got annihilated. But you know what? We went fairly far. It's not a failure of a season. It just means we're going to build on this into season 2. Josh Doxson here. I mean, I just don't really feel like bringing him back. At 27 years old, I mean, he's not bad, obviously. Obviously, he's not bad. I just think it's probably time to find a different option, as the Jaguars beat the Saints in the Super Bowl 28-25. Could bring Kendall Fuller back to Washington. Probably not going to do that. Chris Harris would be a good addition to the team, but I don't think he'd be good just because he was 89 overall. He is 31. He is definitely regressing, even though you can't see it. He's regressing. People of the age do. So I just want to go in a younger direction, per usual. So only went after one player, and that was Trevor Williams. I think he's going to be a very good upgrade to our CB group. I think that's obvious. Now, Quentin Dunbar, I do want to stick around. He's not super old at 28 years old. Should be good to get up near an 80 overall before a little bit of regression. Now, Fabian Moreau is particularly younger at 26. He'll have at least 3 or 4 years before he starts regressing. And he's all right. He's not bad. We could probably get him into the 80s. Still might look to upgrade our cornerbacks. It's the weak point of our defense, in my opinion. Of course, you know, free safety is not great either. Monte Nicholson. We could upgrade on the linebacker core, but might not opt to go that route. Offensively, it's just wide receiver and then maybe tackle. But I think the team's in a really, really good spot. Not the best draft class I've ever seen. Probably not the worst, though. We pick at number 22 overall, so we don't exactly have our pick of the litter, unfortunately. But hopefully there's a good player who falls to 22 and then 25, as I was looking to get William McKinley. I was going to call him the president, because that's, of course, the president, or a former president of the United States, obviously. But he goes before, and 72 overall, it's decent. It's decent, not bad. I think instead, though, I might opt for my safety of the future, and that is Dylan Sims out of Ohio State. We're going to go a different direction than the SEC. We're going to build a Big Ten. We're going to replace one Big Ten safety in Monte Nicholson with another, and Dylan Sims, who I very much hope is a higher overall. And he's ranked number 11 in the class at 73. Yeah, this is not a great draft class. But he is, you know, star or better development. 91 speed, 78 zone, 68 zone coverage, 85 hit power. Not too bad. Now we pick again at 25. Zach Boyette, maybe. Take a receiver. We'll take another Ohio State player, Zach Boyette. And he'll pair nicely with Dwayne Haskins and Terry McLaurin. 74 overall, ranked number 6 in the class. We took him, of course, a 25 star. Or better development, 88 speed. Catching could be a bit higher, so could release. But he's a good route runner. Great agility. Really great agility. Kind of like a Jarvis Landry type, honestly. Lower speed, but very agile. Decent route runner, nothing crazy. We're going to go to backup defensive tackle here. It looks incredible, so I kind of can't. We'll take Cornell Thurman, the Oregon State Beaver. Welcome to, oh my goodness, welcome to the Redskins. Number 2 in the entire class. A third-round defensive tackle that I decided to take early. Oh my goodness. I got even a lisp on that when I said decided, but 90 strength, 74 block shed, 83 finesse move, 82 speed, 86 acceleration. I mean, he's not amazing in any one area, but he's very well-rounded, I would say. And it's going to be interesting to see where we can play him. And then I only have 2 defensive tackles left on the board. Might as well go Lindsey Brinkley here. Can never have enough D tackles. Nice. 69 overall. Number 38 in the class. Took him at 89. He's got 69 block shed. Nice. Oh, God. 78 power move, 90 strength, 77 speed. Our defensive line is too good. It's not a need on this team at all, but they were the best players in the class that I could see, so decided to upgrade the team, or at least add to the depth, rather. And another D tackle, might as well. DJ Drake out of Ole Miss, 67 overall, ranked at number 53. We took him at 121. I think our defensive line is probably set. Correct me if I'm wrong, but probably don't need to draft anymore. Yeah, I don't really know anything about some of the remaining prospects in this class. So we're just going to trade this down, hopefully for a 4th next year. And we do have the option. We'll just take it from Cleveland. Cleveland. Dude, I am on another one. I've been recording too many videos back-to-back. Chicago, obviously. That's the end of the draft. I need to regroup for a second. Cleveland. Oh, boy. So, the shock of the draft was Cornell Thurman, who ended up being a really, really good player. Not a bad draft overall, honestly. I thought it was a lot worse than it ended up being. We'll see the highest overall players in the class. I see at least a 78. And 2 78s. I saw Ross Cochran. I kind of wanted him. You know, didn't end up being able to draft him based on where we picked in the draft. But to get the 3rd best player in the entire class at, you know, number 39 overall, pretty good. So Boyd is actually the 2nd highest rated receiver on the team right now. I still want to work with McLaurin. Kelvin Harmon pretty much has no place on the team at the moment. Trey Quinn, same deal. I'm going to have Boyd in the slot as well. Running backs look nice. Dwayne Haskins is all right. Tress Way is up to star development, maybe? Didn't really upgrade the offensive line, but I don't think that we have to. Morgan Moses is not progressing, but Chase Roulier is getting better. And then we got Deion Sims. Not Deion Sims. Dylan Sims. Deion Sims is a tight end, but Dylan Sims is going to start at free safety. Sean Dion Hamilton pairs with Reuben Foster. Montez Sweat, of course. Our D-line is sick. And a bunch of pretty talented defensive linemen to come in behind. But, of course, Trevor Williams now on the team as well. Ryan Kerrigan is regressing quickly. He's down to an 83. That kind of sucks, but it's the way of the road. Slot cornerback. Let's put our safety in there. Why not? And sub linebacker. That'd be OP. I didn't even know that Jordan Brailford got drafted by the Redskins. They really went for all the Senior Bowl standouts, huh? Terry McLaurin, Senior Bowl standout. Jordan Brailford had a great game if you guys watched the Senior Bowl this past year. So I stopped the simulation at week 3 so I could turn on auto scouting because I forgot. We were 3-0. 4-4 now. Not ideal, but still in position to win the NFC East, really. So Trent Williams, of course, is an impending free agent. Jonathan Allen, Ryan Kerrigan as well, Tress Way. Some interesting players in here. Really some interesting guys. A lot of important players. Trent Williams, Jonathan Allen for sure. Some of the other ones I'm less sure about. So with Monte Nicholson coming back, Dustin Hopkins did, Fabian Moreau did, Reuben Foster did, Chase Roulier did, Quentin Dunbar I have not decided to go after just yet. Tress Way has not decided to accept. He wants more salary. I haven't done anything about Ryan Kerrigan yet. And then Jonathan Allen and Trent Williams, of course, return as well. A big re-signing class and some big names up in the air about whether we re-sign them or not. So we'll have to see what happens at the end of Season 2. We made the playoffs 9-7, another 9-win season. Giants went 9-7 too. Cowboys at 11-4-1. Dwayne Haskins, decent season. Our offense was 18th in the NFL. Not exactly ideal. Defense was 15th. Again, not exactly ideal, but made the playoffs. Haskins only threw 6 interceptions to go with his 24 touchdowns. Rushing, Darius Geis, yards per carry went down a lot, and he got a lot of touches. Might want to make this more of an air raid style attack as we move on. Boyett, as a rookie, over 1,000 yards, only 3 touchdowns though. Jordan Reed led the team with 6 TDs. Blocking, offensive line in general was pretty good. Morgan Moses, I'd like those numbers to come down just a bit. Dylan Sims, the safety, led our team in tackles with 105. Tackles for loss, 20 from Matt Ioannidis. Sacks, 10.5 from Ryan Kerrigan. Be tough to get rid of that, but we might have to. 4 picks from Reuben Foster and Landon Collins combined for the Alabama boys to lead the team. Dylan Sims, rookie out of Ohio State, with 2. Monte Nicholson also with 2. That's him starting at free safety when we were in nickel packages when that safety moved to the slot. Dylan Sims is who I mean. And at least 1 defensive touchdown. It was Landon Collins. Okay. I expect offensive and defensive rookie of the year as Aaron Rodgers wins MVP. No Redskins in here. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. Case Keenum with the Giants at number 3 for Offensive Player of the Year. Okay. Interesting. Defensive Player of the Year, Deion Jones. Reuben Foster at 4. And then Offensive Rookie of the Year, Zach Boyett. I expected this. I'm thankful for this. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, Dylan Sims. I expected this. Still, I am thankful for it. We'll go ahead and let the CPU upgrade these players. They pretty much have been over the course of the season. But we'll do that for the rest. So we're an 83 overall. Decent offense. 89 overall. It's certainly decent. Dwayne Haskins coming along fairly nicely. Deshaun Kaiser, backup QB. And Boyett, star dev. Team's looking good overall. Defensively, Montez Sweat, 82 overall. Sean Dion Hamilton's actually coming along pretty nicely. And Dylan Sims, man, he's beasting, almost up to an 80 in his rookie year. So, we're doing all right. Just got to see if we can win in the wild card versus the Falcons. The Redskins versus the Red Birds. Even though that's not a nickname for the Falcons. They're the Dirty Birds, and they smash us 27-7. The Bills beat the Falcons in the Super Bowl 31-17. Kerrigan's down to a 79. I'm out. Tressway, I want to bring back. Quentin Dunbar, I thought he'd get closer to an 80. I don't think it's going to happen. And there you go, Tressway. More salary, slightly bigger bonus. Roulier is 28 out of 78 overall. Did he regress at all? No, or we got another season. He wants so much money. I give him 2 years, up the salary, up the bonus, and then see if we can replace him. Maybe he resigns. I mean, there's some interesting free agents. Ezekiel Elliott here certainly is one. 98 overall with Superstar X Factor. Tariq Cohen as well is a glitch. I might be interested, actually. If I'm going to sign a running back when Zeke's here, though, stealing him from the Cowboys would be so nice. But I think I want Tariq Cohen. He's got some really cool abilities. Jukebox is really, really fun to use. So I would recommend using that. And we can unlock Spin Cycle as well at 90 overall. And he's going to get to that. So hopefully Tariq Cohen accepts and becomes a member of the Washington Redskins. Will be a beautiful pairing of thunder and lightning in the backfield with Darius Geis as Chris Thompson starts to regress kind of heavily. NFL draft time, we pick at number 21 overall. And hopefully there's some good players available. I'm going to let you guys know right now, I have not looked at the class. So, like, at all. This is my first time seeing it when I open it up right here. Hopefully there are some good players available. That's all I can say, really. I don't even know what we need, man. Middle linebacker. Oh, we need edge really badly. And then on the offensive line, right tackle, left guard. It's kind of it, though. Oh, I don't even know if we got Tariq Cohen. Got to figure that out, too. Kalen Ramsey. This is Jalen's clearly worst brother. F zone coverage to go with C+ man and D awareness. Jesus. Jaleel Fisher looks pretty good. Nice combine grade as well. Might have to go with him. Lionel Crockett looks okay. Not amazing, though. I'd probably lean towards the outside backer. Kai Dunlap doesn't exactly fit the scheme. I think we're going to go with our first pick with Jaleel Fisher. I know he's a second-round player, but we're almost to the second round anyway. Some good receivers in this class by the looks of it, but let's go ahead and take that outside linebacker to replace Ryan Kerrigan. Jaleel Fisher out of Clemson. Welcome to the team. 75 overall. Star or better development. 19 in the class. We took him at 21. 75 overall is good. That's only -4 overall of what Ryan Kerrigan had. And they're going the other way. So he's going to trend upwards toward 80, obviously. And then Ryan Kerrigan going to trend down towards the 75. Pretty good start to the draft. Andy Jeffries looks pretty good in the second round here. Good press, good man. Now, he's not exactly going to be good in zone coverage, but looks overall pretty solid. Shakir Keys is really well-rounded from Texas. You guys know, love me some Texas boys, especially the Texas boy 9-1. But I think, who is the better corner here? Is it Randy Jeffries or is it Shakir Keys? Shakir Keys is the most well-rounded. Randy Jeffries. I'm going to go Shakir Keys out of Texas. Welcome to the Redskins. 68 overall, ranked number 60. We took him at 53, 70 man, 70 zone, 91 speed. Could have been worse. There's a 70 overall in the third round. Good for them. Just because this running back looks so good at Joey Baggs, getting the bag out of Notre Dame, I'm going to take him. He's going to be a third running back on the team. I guess Chris Thompson can move down or move off the team, but he looks really good, so we're going to take him. Took him at number 85. He's ranked number 58 in the class. And overall, well-rounded. Should be a good special teamer, perhaps. To Brian Richmond. Another backup potential player. 62 overall, ranked number 143. We took him at 101. I think I'm about done with the draft. I don't know enough about these players. I know we have another fourth. If I could turn that into a third next year, I would be cool with that. I don't really think there's any player that I'd really like to take here. Definitely don't have anyone on my draft board. But look at all the scouted players just being bad. And even the guys that are good for their round don't really look good in general. And I don't want to draft receivers. Like Mike McLeod's not terrible. He's probably our best bet, honestly. Let's go Mike McLeod. And he is a 68 overall, ranked number 56. We took him at 117, normal dev. He's okay. Not good enough to replace Morgan Moses, but that's actually going to do it for the draft. We'll see what the CPU can come up with. Probably nothing good. Not my best draft. Is it one of my worst? You could say that, but whatever. If we take a look at the rest of the class, there are some good players in here. Walter Golden out of Bama. Strong safety, the next in line of amazing Alabama players, probably. Looks really, really good. He's the best player in the class for a reason. Eric Ellis is 78. A handful of 77s and 76s. Pretty good class. I remember we saw someone, was it this class? It might have been this rebuild, actually, where they were 73 overall and they were the 11th best player in the class. Yeah, not like that. It might have been a 76 overall for the 11th best player in that past class. So we did get Tariq Cohen. There we go. I mean, we didn't need the running back we drafted, but whatever. Tariq Cohen should be pretty sick. He really should be. Hopefully he's a glitch, even in simulation. All right, so this is the new look team. New starters at left outside linebacker in the form of Jaleel Fisher, the rookie out of Clemson, and in the form of offensively Tariq Cohen, and that is it. That much doesn't change, or too much doesn't change. Dude, I've been recording too many videos back to back. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I'm moving here tomorrow, or 2 days from now as I record this. So I've been trying to get videos ready and going. So I've been on the grind. And it's messing with my brain, man. We are 4-3 at the midseason mark, coming off a bye, currently in second place in the NFC East. We do, however, have enough Coach XP to spend that on probably wide receiver is where I'm going to boost this. We're good at every other spot that we would need it, so not too worried about it in general. Deron Payne will be a free agent at the end of the year, as will Jordan Reed, who's regressing, Darius Geis, Sean Dion Hamilton. Probably like to bring back those top 4 names. He wants more money. I bumped up the salary, man. Brought back everyone except for Deron Payne, and Deron Payne will be re-signed under any possible circumstance. Like, we're going to bring him back for sure. I am going to upgrade players and simulate, though, to the playoffs. I think we have a good shot to make them, so we'll see if we end up making them. And we would miss out on the playoffs after a Week 17 loss to the Chiefs, finishing 8-8. Pretty similar record to last season, although this one did not end in a playoff berth, even though we had a top 10 offense in football and a top 15 defense. So, better than average team that did not perform better than average. Dwayne Haskins threw 17 interceptions. Weird season. Tariq Cohen had a great year in terms of yards per carry. Darius Geis got quite involved as well. They combined for 10 touchdowns. Trey Quinn, that's our problem. How did he get so many touches? 1,000 yards and 11 TDs? Was he my slot receiver? I didn't want that. Oh, no. That should be Boyett. Trey Quinn just goes off. I'm going to trade him. I don't want him. Reuben Foster leads the team in tackles. Jonathan Allen, 13 tackles for loss. Sacks, 9 for Jaleel Fisher, the rookie out of Clemson. That's got to be Rookie of the Year. 2 picks for Trevor Williams led the way. Forced fumbles, only 1 for one player, Jeremy Reeves, and no defensive touchdowns. As far as awards goes, Patty Mahomes wins MVP of the 11-5 Kansas City Chiefs. Jacoby Brissett. I got to switch the Saints playbook. I got to remember. They're just offensively too amazing. Jacoby Brissett is in there every time. It's wild. Every time they sign him. What team am I doing? The Redskins. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Cam Newton. No Redskins. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. No Redskins. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Craig Doring from the Giants. Got Rashad Herman there at 7. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year is Jaleel Fisher. Like to see that. So that'll be some good XP. Not a lot of momentum to carry through into Season 3, unfortunately. as we underperformed. But I think season 3 is going to be a really successful one. I hope the team does quite well. Cardinals win the Super Bowl. They beat the Chiefs 38-21. Deron Payne is coming back. Trey Quinn's a free agent. Gosh. That was just a complete disaster on all fronts. But Deron Payne returns. Greg Stroman, whatever, go somewhere else. Big free agent window for us. And we got everyone we went after. Frank Ragnow, Josh Jackson, and Antonio Callaway. So upgrades all across the team. And you're wondering, hey, why would you sign a center when you have a center in Rodney Hudson? Well, I'm kind of done with Roulier, so Frank Ragnow is going to take his place at left guard. I need to get a better right tackle somehow, and maybe he's going to be involved in that trade. Maybe Roulier and Morgan Moses for a tackle plus like a first-round pick. I don't know what we have to do, but I know we need to improve the team, and maybe it starts there. Darius Geis maybe plays fullback. I don't know. But we needed to improve at wide receiver as well. Antonio Callaway is a big addition. Defensively, also a big addition with Josh Jackson. He's a new highest overall cornerback on the team. A lot of skill points all over the place. I need this team to improve. We can improve at linebacker. But, I mean, overall, it's a good team. 91 offense, 85 defense. Going into Season 3, this is a team that definitely can compete. We pick at number 17 overall in the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft. And let's see what we might want to take here. LaMarcus, if you say so. As far as I can tell, the best player here is Sean Hickman for my needs, but we don't really need a pass rusher on the outside all that badly. And he is good, but I think I would rather pause here and see if I can't trade this pick for a tackle. This is the Cardinals team that won the Super Bowl? Are you kidding me? This team is not even good, let alone great. This is the only trade I can make work. It's going to be Chase Roulier, Morgan Moses, and a first-round pick for Isaiah Wynn, who I'm going to move over to right tackle. It was super important to me to address offensive tackle. We had to, and I think Isaiah Wynn is a huge upgrade on our offensive line. Morgan Moses was not getting the job done, so Isaiah Wynn's going to slide over. We become a whole lot better, and I'm not sure if I can do anything to get a better linebacker situation. I like Reuben Foster, but he's really not developing all that well. See, I guess you can't seem to say on the field without the off-the-field issues. But really, that's the only weak point of the team. Everywhere else, we're kind of amazing, except for cornerback isn't great. It is pretty good, though. Just don't have an amazing third. We'll go with a receiver here. Just he looks great. Matthias Neighbors out of Houston. Amazing top 3 skills, decent combine. He is a 69 overall, only normal development, but ranked number 42 in the class. We took him at 49, not a route runner, but good pretty much everywhere else. And it'll be good depth for us at the receiver position. Near 70, I mean, you can't complain. I'm going to trade down this third rounder for a second round, hopefully next year. Am I not getting any offers for that? Oh my goodness. I guess I'll take just a future third from the Texans. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the draft. So the CPU drafted really, really poorly. But, you know, that's what they do. What can you do? 85 overall, 91 offense, 85 defense. I want to make some moves to upgrade the defense. I really do. The question is, what can we do to upgrade the defense? I'm not sure. I like Reuben Foster. I guess it would have to be Sean Dion Hamilton. I don't know. Oh, shit. Okay. This one caught me off guard. Mike McLeod and that defensive tackle we drafted straight up for Khalil Mack. Now, Khalil Mack's super old now. Well, I guess 31 isn't super old, but he's still amazing. He's still really, really good. I don't know what to do now. Because we have Fisher, who's amazing, and is not an off-the-ball linebacker at all. Can't cover worth anything. But he's good at getting after the QB. Montez Sweat, same deal. This is an edge rusher. So now we kind of have an odd man out type situation where he has 92 speed as well. That's disgusting. I know he ran 4.43, so I get it. We didn't need Khalil Mack at all. We really didn't, but sometimes you get a player that's so good. How can you not? And actually, Khalil Mack, I wanted him for my Giants franchise so badly. One of my favorite players in the NFL. And he signed with the Redskins. in my Madden 19 main franchise, which hurt me deeply. Now, he's disgustingly good. He just can't play middle linebacker. I don't know what to do. I'm really trying hard to figure out what to do. We made this issue, but it's not a bad issue to have. We have too many good players. We just have to figure out what to do with them. And I think I'm going to move Sean Dion Hamilton to right outside linebacker, where his overall is an 80. I'm going to trade him. Maybe we don't have to trade anybody other than him. Maybe we just hold on to these guys and they're just rotational, which seems like a waste. But I don't know. A switch to a 4-3, which I've considered, really wouldn't make a lot of sense. It would just leave another odd man out with either Matt Ioannidis, who would probably be who I ended up trading. I don't know, man. It's a good problem to have, but it's a problem nonetheless. Boom. It is so easy to play for or trade for players over 30. It's not even funny. Sean Dion Hamilton and a third-round pick for Bobby Wagner. So we didn't really even end up trading that much at all, obviously, and we got B-Wags 54. Now, he is only a 91 overall now, but it's still quite high. And I don't know what we do with Fisher. I really don't. I don't know where he plays. Maybe he'll be a specialist somewhere. I mean, if you think Khalil Mack is not going to be a rush end at some point, you're out of your mind. I'd rather have Jonathan Allen than Matt Ioannidis, Montez Sweat. But where does Fisher play? I don't know. That's just how the defense is going to look. Whatever happens, happens. Maybe it'd be smart to move Fisher down to defensive end. I know he wouldn't fit in the 3-4, but more playing time. We're just going to leave things how they are, and we'll see what develops. This is the offense. Looks very, very good. Boyett, Callaway, Paul Richardson, of course, Tariq Cohen, and everyone led by Dwayne Haskins. This is the year, Season 3. Show me some success. I got some Coach XP. Let's spend that. And let's, is this Season 3 or Season 4? I don't even remember anymore. Time is just a construct. It all blends together anyway. 4-3 at the midseason mark. It seems to be a trend for us. Still competing for the NFC East. Bobby Wagner's a free agent. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to assume we're going to make the playoffs, and I don't have to worry about re-signing. So, if you wanted to see that, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team. And hopefully make the playoffs, man. If we miss the playoffs, I'll worry about Bobby Wagner then. I'll worry about the other players then. I hope we're going to make the playoffs, though, and I hope this is a Super Bowl team. We missed the playoffs. 7-9-0. I tweeted about this, and I apologize for this video, but I've recorded so many videos in a row, I can hardly make a sentence, and I keep screwing up. We had the second best defense in the NFL, man. Second best defense, yet the offense could not hang, and we didn't make the playoffs. Tariq Cohen was not good. Just things didn't fit, and that's okay. I'm going to change up the offense. I moved to Saints playbook. It just didn't work the way I wanted it to, obviously. I think the personnel is different than it maybe should have been. Khalil Mack had 12.5 sacks. There just aren't enough sacks in Simpsons sometimes. Interceptions 3 for Trevor Williams. I said sometimes, like, what, 4 times there? Again, I do apologize. I don't even feel like I'm that tired, but I guess I must be, because my brain has gone to absolute shit. Go to yearly awards. Alvin Kamara wins MVP of the 11-5 Saints. No Redskins in there. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Alvin Kamara. No Redskins. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald, who I almost traded for. Khalil Mack at number 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Clifford Rice. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Tony Conley. Maybe I just got to slow down. But, yeah, what is up with the offense, man? They were ass. So we have some regression all over the place and a lot of free agents. I'm going to try to bring these guys back. What kind of money are we looking at? Oh, not a lot at all. Yikes. That Khalil Mack contract's going to hurt us a ton. So we just can't bring back these top 3 guys, unfortunately. We got Montez Sweat back. We got Dwayne Haskins back. We have no budget to bring anybody back, really. Paul Richardson, I wouldn't even want back. Kelvin Harmon, I might, though. And Kelvin Harmon comes back, but yeah. This team is in a really tough spot for what will be the final season. We just don't have any money at all. And that's a problem. So Khalil Mack's going to have to slide down to play left end. We have Montez Sweat. We still have Fisher, Jaleel Fisher at left outside linebacker, who I guess really didn't play all that much, which that's to be expected. That was a lapse of judgment bringing in Khalil Mack, honestly, because it killed our cap. Not that we'd be able to bring back all those guys anyway, but it definitely didn't help. There's no 52 here. Khalil Mack will wear a number in the 90s. Not that it matters, but 98, that works. What did he wear at Buffalo? He wore 42? He wore 46, excuse me. He wore 46, so I'm not going to give him that. We need a backup middle linebacker. Khalil Mack can play left end. The team's taken a slight hit, but we're not down yet. Offensively, what do we do on the offensive line? We just need to replace our center. Frank Ragnow can play center, and then we're just looking for a left guard. All right, that'll work. And D-Hop's here. Freaking nuke. I don't think there's any chance I can bring back Rodney Hudson. I really don't. We just don't have the cap room, so maybe Pat Elflein will be able to fill the void. All right, so we actually brought in Pat Elflein. That's cool. He's going to play left guard. That void is filled. And now, he's no Rodney Hudson on the offensive line, but it's at least something. And I don't know what we do in the draft to upgrade this team. We obviously couldn't bring back Bobby Wagner. I need to upgrade middle linebacker very, very badly. Monte Nicholson could help trade for a middle linebacker, and it might be what we have to do. I don't know if we have a choice. All right, picking number 14 overall. Just show me a sick middle linebacker available. Best player in the class. I'd love that. No real good linebackers, but Ron Ellis, actually. He's a run stopper, outside linebacker type. He's going to move to the inside, and he's going to be a beast. 74 overall, ranked number 22. We take him at number 14, and he's got star or better development. He's just going to have to start a middle linebacker. He's going to be like a 71 overall there, but has to happen. Antoine Pierce out of Arkansas looks pretty good, but then again, so does Lewis Bryson. Not to be confused with Lewis Brinson. Terrible Marlins bust at this point, who they traded Christian Yelich for. But Antoine Pierce is alright. We'll simulate to the end. The team is an 84 overall. It's good. It's a good team. Obviously, regression has hurt a little bit on guys like Trent Williams, who's down to an 88. But overall, we've seen the progression of Dwayne Haskins up to one of the elite QBs in the NFL at an 86 overall. And then defensively, Ellis has got to move to middle linebacker. It's tough, man. Running out of money is not fun. And you guys wonder why sometimes I'm a little bit upset or afraid to get rid of some of my money. And it's because it runs out in Madden 20 really, really quickly, and you don't realize it until it's too late. So when you have these huge contracts, you can't really go as far as you want. And it's a good team. 85 overall now that he's been moved to middle linebacker. 89 offense, 89 or 87 defense. Does the team have what it takes to make the playoffs? We shall see. Tight end training boost it is. Jordan Reed, I don't even remember what happened to him. I guess he's still on the team. What's his overall? Must be like 83 or lower. 79. Oh, no. He's regressing pretty hard too, but such is life. We'll simulate to the midseason mark. And hopefully this is not a failure of a season and a rebuild. All right, come on. We beat the Packers in Week 8. Tell me that's a trend. 6-1. Thank God. Giants are also 6-1 though. This is a little bit dangerous. We're going to upgrade the team. Ron Ellis getting some points. I like that. Sounds like Ron Jeremy almost. Just a classic like porn star name. We're going to simulate now to the playoffs. Show me the playoffs. Show me 11 wins. That'd be incredible. We'd lose a lot of games that we did in the first half, but that's cool. Just show me the playoffs. 11 wins would be great. I'll take it. I don't need 14. We got 12. I'll take 12-4. Per usual, no force wins, but in case you guys care to see. Real quick, boom, no force wins, but we did lose a few games in the second half. Of course, the only one that says home is the bye week, per usual, but there's new people that are watching me every single day. Thankfully, I appreciate it, but you guys don't know about that. Maybe 15th offense, and it got to be a top defense. I've accidentally clicked circle. I am brain dead right now, so apologies for that. But yeah, the top-ranked defense. Dwayne Haskins was pretty solid. No complaints there. Tariq Cohen. I didn't even change the playbook, but Zach Boyett, over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns on 84 catches. Offensive line held together fairly well, I guess. Reuben Foster led our team in tackles. 16 tackles for loss from Deron Payne. And there's the sack numbers going up. 17 from Khalil Mack. Interceptions. Josh Jackson had 6. You rarely see anything even over 4, let alone 6. So the team played really well. Will we see an MVP? No, but we might see a defensive rookie or defensive player of the year as Saquon wins MVP. Zeke signed with the Jags, by the way. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Saquon Barkley. Defensive Player of the Year is Anthony Barr. Khalil Mack at 2. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Rashad Simpson. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year is Corey Morrell. Ron Ellis at 4. So the team is up to an 87 overall. I believe that was 91 offense, 89 defense, something like that. Dwayne Haskins is up to a 90 overall. I assume a lot of that's morale. Yeah, he's getting a +2 boost because of morale because he played so well. Boyett's up to an 88. And again, a lot of this is going to be morale-based. But that's cool, man. Defensively, Ron Ellis is up to a 77. Fisher, 86. He would have been even higher if I didn't have Khalil Mack starting over him last year. He's up to a 96. Everyone is looking really, really solid. Now it's time to go out and perform. Let's enter Super Sim mode against the Green Bay Packers, who are a 79 overall. We're an 87. Let's bring down the hammer. Advance to the divisional. It's snowing here at Lambeau. I didn't mean to be kicking off here. And it's crazy because how do we not have home field advantage? I guess the Packers must have won the division, but we have 12 wins to their 9. And we won the division, right? I think we did. Did the Giants? They couldn't have. I don't know. It just seems pretty ridiculous. Might be a glitch. I don't know. Please go ahead, man. Do not let the Packers come back and drive down the field. It's 16-16. We haven't scored a touchdown in forever. And that's actually going to be the game. We win by 3. Again, not sure how. And Dwayne Haskins looked like he was terrible. Not sure how the Packers managed to get home field advantage when they had 3 fewer wins, and I believe we won the division. Even if they won the division, I don't think that would have mattered. I have no idea how they got to play the game at Lambeau. That seems like a really unfair advantage. Giants won the division. That's it. They went 14-2. So that's how. So the Packers won the division, and we did not. I thought we won the division. That's my bad. We got the Saints here, 13-3 in the divisional. Still 87 overall, even after upgrading the team. They're an 85 overall. Not bad. See what that ends up meaning. Going up 14-0 early, but the Saints, of course, on cue, come back fighting. Tie things up at 14, and then 17-14, they go ahead. Oh my goodness, we're not about to get beat by the Saints. It's 24-all, and the Saints go ahead by a touchdown. Let's take over and try to go on a game-winning or game-tying drive with Dwayne Haskins. We could try for the win. And I told you guys Tariq Cohen's a lot of fun with that human joystick. How'd that look? Pretty good, right? That's open. Harmon can't haul it in. That was 3rd and 11. Oh, no. I assume we took over on 1st down. That was not the case. Looking at Boyett or Reed here. That's open. Just get down, Kelvin. Big catch on 4th down to save the game. I want to go 1-on-1 for Boyett. Oh, pressure got there. I tried to throw it quickly, too. Might have saved me from throwing a game-losing interception. But I want to get our draft pick in the series a chance to go up and make a play. We're going to check down to Cohen. There's one juke. Look how fast that is. That's beautiful on 2nd and 18. What is this route from Boyett, man? That's so strange. We're going to throw that. Put it on the money. Callaway didn't go for the ball. It's intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. Callaway never put his hands up. 3rd and 12. Make a big tackle. There we go. Timeout. We still have time. We have at least 2 plays. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's, you know, all we have. And I'm going to put Tariq Cohen in at punt returner because that's going to give us a pretty good chance to return this thing. All right, come on, Tariq. I need a big return here. You didn't even make anybody miss. Oh, that's killer. Like, we pretty much have to take shots at the end zone here. I don't like what their defense is, so I'm going to change. I'm going to get Tariq Cohen a block. I'm going to move Jordan Reed inside the block. Just hold. And then I might go one-on-one Boyett against the strong or free safety, who's going to be Marcus Williams. And we might have him. Going deep for the end zone. Boyett, go up and get it. Catch it. Put your hands up, 13. Oh, my God. Don't pat him on the helmet. We actually had a chance because of that. Oh my God, what? We're not going to have the arm to reach. We're just not. We 6 seconds. That's so tough. And we take a sack. I mean, we just had no time. That is the game, and that is the rebuild. A couple of unfortunate things there at the end. And it is what it is. Redskins have lost here in the divisional to the Saints. But that is going to do it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.